Did y'all see this? Now, I predicted this to happen, Chad. So Adam 22 of No Jumper, the owner, has now came out to basically say the feds have came to his house to this to happen, Chad.
Man, we got that boy DJ Akademiks speaking on the feds pulling up, man. They done pulled up on Adam 22 this morning. Guess what that boy had to say about it, y'all boys? Y'all won't believe what that boy had to say.
Did y'all see this? Now, I predicted.
At this point, can we confirm all these industry podcasts, you feel me? Boys, rats now. Can we all confirm that they all telling? You feel me? At this point, they all informants, y'all, boy. I'm talking about they got a record with that boy and everything. Like, we got to get to the bottom of this, bro. Who not telling, bro? We got the feds pulling up. Hold on. We got that boy DJ Akademiks ratting the Adam 22 saying the feds pulled up on him last night to ask about Big U Rico. And guess what Adam 22 did, y'all, boy? Come on now. You know that informant told, man. Let's go ahead and break this down. Get straight to it.
This to happen.
Did
y'all see this? Now, I predicted this to happen, Chad. So Adam 22 of No Jumper, the owner, has now came out to basically say the feds have came to his house to ask about Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and Big U. Now, this is what he said on a story.
What that boy said?
For being fresh. If the feds watching, I made it 41 years into this life before I had involvement, conversation with federal agents. And when they showed up, I was wearing a red Nike Tech. Not exactly.
Hold on, that boy said he had a conversation with the boys without no lawyers present? So he just went ahead, informant.
The definition of fresh, but I got a crazy
red
update.
Jacket, not a red flag.
I'm
red jacket.
The good, diligent podcaster thing, and I'm going to save it for tomorrow at 4 p.m. with Lush and some surprise guests. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. The 22ster has got a big update. Tap inwardly. So much for being fresh.
Okay, so
you know we breaking that down
on my door today. We'll be filling y'all in on what they wanted from me at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Adam,
what they got from you?
People, I'm sure they'll watch anyway, but I'll tell you exactly what happened. And I don't expect you to tell the whole truth tomorrow, so I'll tell people what happened. Oh. They showed up at Adam's crib, and by the way, didn't I tell y'all?
I know, because they showed up at crib too now. Now y'all know they showed up at crib too now, so you about to break it down what happened to him too.
The feds value No Jumper. It's a reason they're not kicking down the doors at No Jumper, because they could kick down the doors, seize CCTV footage, especially if the people who are in their RICO have been in that building. But what they don't want to do is spook No Jumper. Why? No Jumper is a place that's, not saying Adam is doing this cognizantly, but gang members are going there to confess. So they're not going to kick down the doors of a place that's helping them.
So look, y'all boys peep.
Guaranteed. I haven't even talked to Adam. Guaranteed. And Adam.
That mean all the podcasts, you feel me? All the podcasts just done came out the closet now. They all informers. They all snitching. They all telling. You heard what they saying? They snitching. Or they snitching. Or y'all asking police questions. Nah, let's really break it down. Is y'all asking police questions or they snitching? Because they won't be snitching if you bring an artist up there to talk about art. Oh, I'm just making this up, y'all, boy. Let me know something.
Adam's gonna listen to me say this. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. And I guarantee he doesn't say the full story on YouTube. By the way, just remember, y'all boys over there on the West Coast new to that RICO game. I covered a few that had some RICOs, so I know exactly how it goes. Don't ask me how.
We know how. You just like Adam that you trying to expose. This nigga trying to expose Adam 22, right? And he doing the same.
Some feds showed up to Adam's crib. Remember, they have respect. They don't want to kick down the No Jumper doors because No Jumper would probably be spooked. As an entire organization, Adam himself, a lot of shit would be happening. They showed up to Adam, and they probably said to Adam, here's the deal, brother. These people who you've had on your platform, one you've employed, they're the suspects in our RICO case. We believe you might have surveillance footage. We believe they might have texted you certain, said certain things to you.
You know they dropping lows over there, man.
Or we have maybe you talking to them while we had their phones tapped. They don't want to arrest Adam. What they're going to try to tell Adam is,
He informant. He good.
y'all have deleted some episodes. Y'all have whatever. We need those. Because now they're already locked up people. They're planning for the case. They're planning for the trial.
Why you snitching talking about they deleted videos? Them been deleted, boy. If they gone, they gone. You talking about some, what that mean? Them boys just got picked up. You feel me? That mean the case just got open. That mean anything them boys thought they had on them, they ain't had it yet. You feel me? So if Adam trying to get rid of that, let Adam do his one good deed. I mean, it's his fault they locked up. Come on now.
What Adam's going to do, I guarantee you now, he's going to call a lawyer. And what's going to happen?
It's too late. He should have called them before he talked to them boys. You feel me? He ain't finna call no. It's too late. That boy an informant.
They're going to do a proffer.
Don't care about no lawyer.
This is how it works. They're going to say, Adam, we don't want you, but we want your surveillance footage. Or else, and they do have it or else. Or else.
That's not obstruction because it been gone. It been deleted. They deleted it before. They had a feeling y'all was coming. Y'all ain't came yet when they came, so yeah. Nah, what you finna say, tamper with evidence? No. Adam, stand on business, man. You good.
And this is us. If they knocked on your door,
Wait, he
and
snitched.
Instagram video about it, it's because they're being nice to you. The or else is going to be, we're going to issue a grand jury subpoena, and now you got to go sit there in this proceeding that's happening now. They're grand jurying Big U and them now. The grand jury indictment's coming soon. They're going to say to Adam, unless you want us to subpoena you for that, and you got to go testify in a secret court proceeding where you are going to be under oath and can't lie anyway, or you could just give us your footage.
Can't get caught lying.
Give us these videos. Give us these conversations, these messages. And if you ask me, I'll see how Adam plays it. But like, this is cap. Like, they ain't asking Adam no questions. They already know everything. They're only trying to get proof of things. Give us video. Give us audio. Do you have surveillance? Do you have this? Yo, you were mentioned while we are combing through or we're listening on the wiretap. They said this happened in front of Adam. Could you sign an affidavit to this? The other option is they're gonna bring you in front of a grand jury. Now, here's the reason why Adam is gonna want to cooperate. And by the way, this is not telling.
Adam said that boy snitching. He said he finna snitch, and he talking about that's not telling. It is telling. You feel me? You could be like, that's not snitching because he a civilian, but that's telling, bro. It's tattletailing. What you want to call it?
For everybody to know. It's not telling. When the feds do a light knock on your door and talk to you and whatever, yeah, you could go get a lawyer or whatever. But you know what they tell you? If you play hardball with them, they're going to subpoena you to the grand jury.
It's called threats. Learn some rights. Get a lawyer, man. They making threats. Talking about they finna. Yeah.
And you better make sure everything going on up in No Jumper is proper. Because now they don't like playing with somebody who's thinking they're.
He talking about what 607 Ump be talking about, y'all, boy. He talking about the little back door, back rooms, hitting the female, the little off. Yeah. That what they talk about, boy. Even academics talking about it. Boy, you know it's real, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. It's over with. You thought it was sweet just letting everybody clap your lady? Like that was a good cover up? No, they say y'all got a little ring down there, boy. And y'all setting niggas up at the same spot. Business. But you did it to yourself, Adam. Boy, you moving like dirt right now. You moving goofy.
They're being an asshole.
Yeah, I'm moving goofy.
So yeah, in reality, I'm pretty sure whatever they want from Adam will go give up. Yo, give us the surveillance footage. Here, take it. Hey, give us this. Here, take it. Now, I told you this was going to happen. It's like the feds have been, The feds was watching this whole situation, and there's two reasons I believe.
Feds watching.
There are two reasons I believe they actually arrested Big U and everyone else at that time. I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, Wack went online and started to yap about Big U getting arrested. You know what's starting to happen? Big U stopped going home. Bro.
That boy snitching on his best friend, Wack 100? Yo, co-detective? Nah, ain't no way.
My best friend,
I don't believe it.
He told me, bro, 6ix9ine told me a month before he got arrested.
What 6ix9ine gotta do with this?
He said, there's white cars all down the, bro. If you think the feds just like randomly say we're gonna go pick these guys up and no surveillance, you're out of your mind. The reason why they locked up Big U, they lost track of him. Clear. 6ix9ine said he knew the feds was on him when he walked outside, and there would be regular cars on the block because 6ix9ine lived on like Locust. It wasn't Locust Street at that time. He lived at this new spot in Brooklyn, but it was like still kind of the middle of the hood where like regular people are. Bro, there would be regular cars there. He said there was a time he would come outside, and when he looked outside, it was all white vans, no regular cars. What do you think was out there? Did you think that it was just chilling? What do you think was going on there, bro?
Everybody was getting work,
They're surveilling you, bro. They're watching who's coming in. They're trying to listen to conversations. They're doing the most. If you don't think that was happening at No Jumper, you're retarded. So this whole thing where, like, it's very telling. If they dropped the arrest warrant and went for the sweep and they couldn't get the head guy, most likely is because they thought the head guy was in the wins, so they're saying F it. So I think Wack alerting Big U stopped coming home. If they hit Big U's home at the break of dawn, why wasn't Big U at his home? Because Big U stopped going home. Probably started staying at hotels, other people's places, moving around. You get what I'm saying? They probably searched a house, detained his family. They got to let the family go. They don't got no arrest warrant for them. So I guarantee that's what it is. Trust me. And also, here's the thing too. If they're going to No Jumper, remember,
that mean they came to you, huh? Now let's talk about it. Cause your ass trying to throw everybody else under the bus like you ain't the main culprit. Like it wasn't you and Wack 100 that exposed Brick Baby. Talking about, he got Dracos in the crib. They just picked him up. He got to be Rat. The Rat got to be him. So what you about to say? They coming to you, right?
Loose and Brick was at No Jumper the day before they got arrested. I guarantee you the feds were surveilling No Jumper too. But remember, I keep telling y'all, they're not going to hit No Jumper.
And then Brick Baby going to show he had the blick on him, right? And then Adam going to keep it in the video.
Like, if the feds hit my podcast studio for I with, bro, I'm not doing no type of, like, if they hit, well, Adam's kind of a dummy in that sense, because Adam seems to, like, really love this.
Yeah, goofy.
If the feds hit up your spot about your content, I would imagine your content would change from now on. Like, all right, bro.
Y'all boys ain't changed when it happened to Vlad the first time. Y'all ain't changed when it happened to none of these other podcasters. Y'all still asking the same questions from Breakfast Club to you, Akademiks. Y'all still talk the same. Y'all ask police questions. Talking about, oh, y'all need to start changing y'all interviews. You need to change your interview. Lead by example.
It's the reason why record labels, as soon as a nigga get a RICO, no more music come out. Because they don't want the feds kicking down their doors. Now, I don't think they want to spook Adam. They don't want to raid his spot. Because he might just stop doing interviews with gang members about crimes, which they like. So the first thing is the Wack thing alerting people. Right? That's why I believe that the timing happened as is. Number two is this other reason. If you go back to No Jumper, and again, a lot of this, if you're saying, how you know this, or you guessing, I know the ins and out of the 6ix9ine case, bro. That's a RICO too. I think other than Wack saying to make Big U start to be in the wins and start to switch up his routine, that them surveilling him became harder, and they're like, he might run. So they're like, we gotta catch him before he nigga dips to Mexico or something. Because Wack was saying, yo, you gotta go. Like Wack was saying this online. The other thing,
Who said it at? Nah. When you snitching, I need you to make sure you say it correctly. Who you said? Who you said told him to leave the country?
Before he nigga dips to Mexico or something. Because Wack was saying, yo, you gotta go.
Okay.
Like, Wack was saying this online.
Oh, Wack said this.
The other thing, I personally believe, okay, is let me keep scrolling down.
So on this question, chat, is Rat? I said Rat. Is Wack 100 a rat or not? You feel me? I already think his name Rat for some reason.
The other thing, I believe, why they did that at that time was
What had to happen in order for you guys to be?
Chat. When Brick Baby and Loose Cannon, two of the targets of the RICO, supposedly squashed their beef and met face to face on a podcast, it signaled to the feds. Because here's the thing, the feds will sit back and wait for one of y'all to shoot at each other. It adds more to the RICO case. When y'all are beefing, they're not coming then. When
Mama said they ain't allowed to.
Okay, it's over. Let's go get them now. When y'all are beefing, we don't care. Now, granted, they do have a duty if someone says on a wiretap, I'm killing that tomorrow, they got to jump in. Like, for example, they pulled 6ix9ine in before he got locked up because they heard on a wiretap that he was going to get super violated, and they took that to be him getting shot and killed. So the feds have to warn. Like, they can't sit back and say, all right, let's wait till he's dead. They can't do that. So they pulled 6ix9ine in, and they said, do you want to cooperate? 6ix9ine, they weren't telling 6ix9ine that he was going to be charged at that point, but they're like, yo, they basically said it's a house of cards at this point. They said they want to hurt you. We can protect you. 6ix9ine turned down the protection, and he went straight to the Breakfast Club and wilded out. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys knew that. The feds pulled in 6ix9ine before he went to the Breakfast Club the last time. What he took from the feds pulling him in, he thought he could avoid the RICO by disavowing them. Man, I'm by myself, man. I don't fuck with nobody, man. I fired everybody. No. Too late. But that's after the feds pulled him in because they had to tell him they're going to try to kill you. Then what happened after the Breakfast Club thing, he tries to go to Connecticut to a casino with his and somehow they found out, like Shotty and them, and they were supposed to try to super violate him there. And because they knew they were going to definitely make an attempt on his life, they said, the gig is up. Let's get everybody off the street, okay? I believe not only Wack making Big U start to be elusive made them want to do the arrest warrants, it's because they were waiting on this internet
set
drama
him up.
where they thought there was going to be something violent that happened that they could add to the charge. Brick shoots at Loose. Loose shoots at Brick. Them having a fight over some 6-0 Big U. When they show up on a podcast and squash it, the feds are like, oh, nothing more about to happen. Let's just arrest these. You get what I'm saying? So,
crazy how life
you
work,
ask
huh?
me,
Crazy how life work.
all they want from Adam is cooperation. Now, this is going to be very important. And I'm going to call Wack 100. Because this is going to be very important.
Boy, not trying to talk to you right now.
Because I'm telling you what's going to happen. Yo, Adam, we need all payroll data from you to Brick, because we trying to make sure we know how much is in the bank account. We seen every deposit.
He said that boy get paid $1,500.
He was depositing money that came from other that could have been some big huge extortion money versus his paycheck. Are you down to give us that? Is it snitching if Adam does that? And by the way, again,
come on,
with all due respect, I don't expect Adam to come on here and tell y'all the truth. Let me tell you this. Also,
so he told him.
This is how I know Adam love content.
One thing about truth tellers.
Yo, Adam, if the feds knocked on your door,
they just be telling.
You shouldn't be saying, I'm going to talk about it on a pod. Yo, Adam, you a white man, bro. Get a lawyer. Now, I guarantee you got a lawyer, but he's still going to do the content part of it. But if the Fed, even if they're nice,
you need that money for
hey,
them. Come on,
love
now.
you.
That boy wife
You're
expensive.
Not in trouble. We just want to see da-da-da-da from this that.
You know that boy need that podcast money, man. You know how expensive that boy wife is, man? You know how much it costs to be paying other dudes to beat your wife back in, bro? Come on, man. His wife costs a lot.
With Brick and Loose. We love you, Adam. we watch No Jumper all the time. You got to get a lawyer. You have to. It's the feds. Again, you piss them off, they come back at you for taxes. You piss them off, they come back at you for workplace violations. They aren't the people who like to take no's. It's the truth. Zeus, thank you for the 20. Says, now, let's use common sense. Wack openly said he used to be down with Big U for 17 years. What's the odds that the feds bet with Wack? What?
He's an informant, bro.
Especially that they went to Adam's house.
Not finna touch Wack, them boys, because they used them to get the rest of these goofies.
I'll say this too. That's why I ain't gonna lie. The amount of content being done on this, it's kind of surreal for the people involved because they're acting like the jail cell is not real. They're acting like Loose isn't in a federal penitentiary or a federal jail. Like Big U isn't locked up, like Brick isn't locked up. And that you aren't one step removed, even if you did no crime. Even if you did no crime. There is legal liability all over the place. If I'm Wack 100, I get a lawyer too. It's not that you did anything. It's because they could always harass you and bring you in front of a grand jury to testify. You know how Wack says on Clubhouse?
Wack been testifying. Y'all been testifying. They gonna use that in court, bro. It's recorded. You better go delete them videos. Face up. Come on now. They got y'all boys, man. The gig's up. I don't know who y'all think y'all fooling right now, but y'all's the interviewers. Come on now.
Yo, if you testify, you snitching. Come on now.
You boy be wanting to talk about
so
that
you know how they
so
can
bad.
Fuck you over? They issue you a grand jury subpoena that they could get somebody to leak that you had to. They could force you to testify. Or you gonna go sit in jail? No. Especially if you think you ain't done nothing wrong. You get what I'm saying? God's Cologne, thing for the 20, said, this is off topic, but I need a Mo 3 tribute stream intro. You're right. We do. I did like a song last time. We got to do a little bit more. Thank you for that. Let me call Wack. I think we got to call Wack.
Got to. CB answer.
Now, here's the thing. If the feds haven't talked to Wack.
Man, call him. He watching.
If I'm Wack.
Stop trying to scare that man.
I'm nervous. Let me say again. If the feds haven't contacted Wack, if I'm Wack, I'd be nervous.
So you trying to call him on a podcast, he supposed to answer your call and talk on the podcast that's going to be publicly posted everywhere and even reacted to by yours truly. But he ain't finna talk to the feds. Who is y'all lying to, bruh?
Wack is listed in the indictment as a target of many violent threats of supposedly a purported violent action or an attempted jump-in. People wanted to do harm to Wack, but he's not called a victim. He's actually called a rival. If the feds don't try to interview you, even if you're saying you're the big Paru, you won't say nothing. If they don't even hit you up to say, bruh, is there any other time that Big U and Brick Baby have ever tried to do something to that we could add to the indictment? If they don't do that, it means you're a subject of another investigation. Maybe not as developed. with another investigation. We're gonna call Whack 100 right now. Let's see what's going on.
Let's see if he answer. After you backdoored him.
Loose, what's cracking, bro?
Look, but I'm back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I'll kill a killer. If I get a chance, I'ma shoot. My bro, I crash, broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't have no rule. I will hit a list for real, they get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoofing back, that spoof where I got spoofed. They asked about Robert, did a lot of it. We was the first young niggas with counterfeits. So my bro, I'ma make it, can't lie to shit. Won't never chat much about a lot of shit.